we're gonna do one more. Now, this is one that's not dated, but I saw a note in here that said it came in early 2018, so I think it still goes with everything else that's going on. It's a little thinner because I guess I ripped out some of the pages and saved them into another place. This is the point in time when I created an idea known as the Wall of Concepts. It's actually borrowed from an animation thing where essentially people would just make a bunch of ideas and concepts, very vague concepts for a hypothetical series, and they would sort of pick from whatever ideas presented, and I thought, how about I do something similar, you know? So for a while I actually had my own Wall of Concepts, but I don't now because there's not much room where I live for it. I would love to, though. I think that would make me even more motivated. Obviously, this guy was not his own concept, he was just a character. I think he might have been for Wave the Fennec Fox, I'm not sure. Not even sure what he's supposed to be, like a tiger or a lion? Some sort of cat thing. Even look at me, I am Computron, I have toaster for belly. And some dude, he don't know what's going on. That is quite possibly, like, I don't know, probably one of the best Sonic sketches I've ever made. I am terrible at drawing his quills. And, wow, this actually looks presentable, at least. This is probably better than my current art. How dare you be better than me? How dare you improve yourself? This was an idea to create, like, a story time, avatar. The inspiration is obviously Madness Combat, if that wasn't obvious enough. But obviously, I never made a Storytime series. And I feel like that's for the best, because it was around that point in time when they were starting to go down. And honestly, I feel like I could do that idea, well, at least what I was going to do, much better. I have lots of ideas I wanted to do. That's very self-indulgent. Yeah, what is this thing? Aren't you cute? Ain't he cute? I don't know what he is, though. I think he's a spider of some sort, but ain't he cute? It's adorable. And then we go to this. It's meant to be Alice with a little shit energy. Here is a sketch for Seth Lyrite, a character who is going to be appearing in Alice Darkson in the next arc. He doesn't look like this, actually changed his design to look more androgynous. And also because I'm not a big fan of this design, personally. I'm gonna find something a little too weird. This guy would be happy about that, though. He'd be very happy. Not sure what his story is. Let's see. This is me trying to make graffiti, I guess, down the street. Not sure if that was actually gonna be something. Clearly, I didn't know how to draw graffiti. Oh no, it is W, because I think... yeah. It was just a little confusing. Here's a little generic kangaroo character with a little, even more generic, a little meat borp. There's Cartoon Asylum. I think that's the first sketch of Cartoon Asylum, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. At least a very early sketch of him. I like drawing Cartoon Asylum. I really do. I should do it more. Oh, Killboy. Oh. Hello, Killboy. But I have nice shoes, at least. This is completely out of character. Very much out of character. But still cute nonetheless. And the hell is this thing? I'm not even sure if I'm looking at this right. It's supposed to be like this? Or it's supposed to be like this? I don't know. I think it might be like this, actually. Yeah, because I can actually flip the pages right. Hello, hi, how are you today? I guess that's an attempt to draw Gisfer again. Poor guy, I drew him so many times, and ooh, who's this man? Who's this guy? I like him. I like this guy. I don't know anything about him. Don't even know why I drew him. But I like him. This is a Unikitty thing. Remember Unikitty from Cartoon Network? That was a very good show. That was one of the few times I actually busted out laughing watching a cartoon. That's not to say I don't find a lot of cartoons funny. It's just, it's very hard for me to start bursting out laughing continuously over something. They were doing a fake news report, and I forgot his name. The blue dog. He was barking at something in the TV screen as he was reporting on it, and he just fucking jumps and face plants right into the screen. And for some reason, that just made me bust out laughing for like a fucking hour. So obviously, I have a lot of appreciation for Unikitty. This, I guess, is meant to be a corrupted fusion of Amethyst, Garnet, and Pearl. And it looks like there's a little bit of Peridot. I think that's Peridot's gem. Young Midoriya, you can become a bootleg. I think this is when I moved to Texas for the first time, when I just moved to Texas. Or at least was getting ready to go there. This is a concept for a game I was going to make, a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game called 1 Week with PD Pirates. And there was Bryce Penguin. There's not much I can really say about Bryce Penguin. But unfortunately, this game just never came to be. Bryce Penguin. What is that? What is that? Explain yourself, little me. Is that a hairy cupcake? I hope it is. This man is my face right now looking at whatever this is. Look at this El Chupacabra looking thing. Never didn't complete him, but not a bad shape. What is this? 2-bit returns. Who the fuck is 2-bit? I don't know. He's a cube though. He do be cube. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a series back around this point in time called Never Gonna Smash. Which I know, suggestive title without the context, the very, very obvious context. Originally, this is going to be a series where I talk about characters who obviously could never be in Smash, but talking about them as if, what if they were, though? You know, like fourth-party characters or characters that can't be in for whatever reason. But that never came to be. And I'd say that's probably a good thing, too. I'm not a big fan of the Smash community, so I don't want to be, you know, the little things you could just find. Little tiny things. Birdman! Here's an early concept of... Honestly, I think I like this more than what I already have. Of the Messenger of the Sky. I think I might go back to this design, maybe, for him. Because I like it more. He looks fancy. The other guy's just shirtless and just has, like, baggy pants and a scarf. I think I like this guy more. I want to redraw him. Look at this fucking weirdo. he's a big leg man. Look at it. I'm not even sure what this is. I think I was making weird kooky characters back then. There's like my take on a creepy Sonic, even though it's not that interesting. Just making him more lanky and giving him more detail in the face. I guess this was an attempt to make a thicker Alice, even though she's not that thick. I would say she is here, so I guess by default she is. We're getting there, we're getting there. We're getting to the point in time where I was embracing it more. Hurry, keep going there. Break the space-time continuum. There is a very poorly drawn Izuku Midoriya. Very poorly drawn. Especially his arms. I clearly didn't know what I was doing yet when it came to perspective. I'd probably draw a much better version of him now. There's a prickly stickly. Look at his man. Look at his man. Your ribs are supposed to be up there, dummy. Action lines. Me trying to draw Bowser, I guess. There was an attempt. Yeah, clearly. Not good. I do like him, though. Drew him very well. Here's a cartoony-looking Muscular. So yeah, put this into perspective. This is when Season 3 of My Hero Academia was coming out. I did enjoy that fight with Muscular. There's, I think, Tug, the penguin who's supposed to be like looking like a Sonic-esque character, or a Wave-style character. What the fuck? Now I'm dead inside. Is that supposed to be like Gex or the Gecko from Geico? I don't know. There's a lady. There's that thing, he ain't complete. And I guess that's it, unfortunately. There really wasn't that much. This was a shorter episode. Will be easier to edit, much easier to edit. Finished April 1st. Okay, so yeah, I popped that here. Yeah, so this is like in the first half of 2018, obviously. Obviously, I was trying to figure some things out, going from like one style to another, figuring out what I wanted to do. I'd say still kind of like that, but I think I'm definitely on the verge of figuring things out. This series so far, this is like what, the 7th episode recording. It's very eye-opening to me and made me realize that I should just fucking do stuff, dude. I should just fucking do it. God! Fuck!